Hello, friends. Welcome to today's stream. We're going to be solving more of the Roottrees family tree. We we left off. My notes were messy. I got about halfway through. However, I went to bed thinking about this game and had a couple of epiphany moments. So I logged in. I didn't do anything on the board, but I cleaned up my notes a little bit. So like Lauren stuff doesn't have anything. 5 pieces didn't have a lot more to add because we also already found all the 5 pieces. The farm, though, I have stuff about Sam, who I was thinking about it. Sam is probably that black-haired girl in the photo, because originally I was like, Sam's a boy. Sam doesn't have to be a boy. Sam can be Samantha. So I had that. And so I went through and just kind of got a couple more notes, and I got the highlighted ways. That way we can bounce back to it. Made a couple notes too of like Miracle's kid Eli got into mechanics probably from this, who I already guessed was a mechanic based on his outfit. Free spirits, let's see. Ernie's the one that I don't quite know who he is, where he's at. Guy is the other one who I'm not totally sure, and I think his sister is Bonnie. But this is showing us the order of the presidents. It went from Elias to Zach to Guy to Ernie M, then to Carl. And then here's all of those, the free spirit generation. Ernie passed, but there's probably a child Nicole, a wife or spouse, ex-spouse Debbie. And then most of them are like a little ridiculous with their views apparently. Also, I was thinking Angie and Sam could be housewives since Gwen was the first Roottree woman to do anything other than be a housewife. I also wanted to revisit Swashbuckle My Heart. I was going back through and trying to find if I missed like a song or a book or a magazine. But I think I remember reading something of she changed which name she used for her books to get some more notoriety, especially with the diary. So I think this is under her Rafferty name. So we'll look that up. And then sister Angie to Zach. And then Stephanie is the one person on those political flyers. There's a couple things with it. Butler County Times was another thing I was going to look up and see if I can find some things. But those were kind of my big thought moments and just kind of reorganizing some things. So that's where we're at. So first off, I want to say this is a housewife. Oh, wait, no, she's a farmer. Sam's a farmer. This is Sam Roottree. And then Angie's a housewife. There we go. You're missing it. I did a silly. I thought that I had adjusted my screen back. Apparently, I had not. Am I a new streamer? What is this? Ridiculous. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, so we locked in a bunch of stuff just now. Oh, that is an Ernest. Ernest might be this then. I was just one away. Oh, wait. Oh, he's not locked in though because we didn't know his occupation, but he was the president. And he was after Zach. And there was Guy. No. Zach, Guy, Ernie. That's how that worked. And Guy is potentially over here. Oh yeah, and they are Hudsons. Okay. So it's just birth order. President. And assuming that that is the correct picture. If I'm going off of her hair alone. And we don't know what Bonnie does, but at this point we currently have potentially 2 completed. We still don't know what Elias C does. We got him as a mechanic, perfect. Okay. Made some progress. We're doing things. It's all clicking into place. So, gotta figure out how jazzy the jazz is. Let's go to the computer and let's search up the Lauren Rafferty Swashbuckle My Heart. Oh, Rafferty. Oh my god. No. Lauren Rafferty. How to print. X marks the spot. This. Wait. Nope. But X marks the spot doesn't do anything? What if changed? Ooh, okay, here we go. According to the back of the book, buried treasure. Keep an eye out for Lauren Roottrees' next book, Revisiting the Diaries 10 years later. More diary? Oh, scandal! And more stuff about Sam and Clark. Ooh, we got so much evidence just from that. Anger. Guys, we found something. And that, what was it? Butler County Times. Here we go. Butler County is located just outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. While the Roottrees Candy Company now has its headquarters in the city, company began on a small farm with Butler County limits, and the area has a lot of history with the family. Butler County Times is presumably a local paper there. There are likely articles from over the years involving the Roottrees family and those adjacent to them. Been automatically added to your periodical search interface. A side note, a video game called The Roottrees Are Dead was once set in Butler County. It turns out the creator never lived in or near the Butler County. Oh gosh, hiccups. Or even had any connection to Butler. That's hilarious. Okay, so Butler. So let's look up Roottree and see. It might be too vague. Yeah. What if we did... What about that Stephanie Jones? Most recent mention of Stephanie Jones is a small report detailing the election results from last month's election. She won her election. You can find the full version of the newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. While most of it's unimportant, you do find the following. Stephanie Bourne's... Stephanie Jones. Yes. Born Stephanie Landon until her marriage to local business order Brian Jones. So CM is not her husband. That's potentially her parent. Lived in Butler County her whole life. Grew up in a home without a father. Oh. Oh. Oh, they were roommates. Oh. They were roommates. So adopted? Not her adopted, like, it sounds like she has a bio mom, but then she could have been adopted by her mom or partner mom. I think that's how that could work. But she's a distant cousin of the Roottrees. Her mother, Caroline. Mother Caroline. Who is an artist. Has appeared on the front page of Butler County Times in the past, often came out opposed to the corporate's policies regarding deforesting of indigenous trees to expand their maple farm. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay. We got so much just then. Oh my gosh. Okay. So. Ooh. The new diary opens with an explosive incident that happened in the decade between the release and re-release of Lauren's diary. Elias Roottree had died, and during the reading of their will, there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read aloud. Samantha Roottree. Ooh. Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance. They had stipulations she retained the rights to run the farm and any decision related to it. It was then that the scandalous secret came out. None of the 5 pieces were surprised, but it was quite a shock to everyone else, including Sam. She had been told her parents died. Oh my gosh. Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. These need to go under Sam. Very important. Very important. You go to the farm. You go to the farm. Patricia, the daughter of a local steel mogul, and Eli Jr. harbored a secret romance at age 16. She became pregnant, and after the birth, her father refused to let her see Eli Jr. ever again. Her baby Samantha was sent to the Roottrees. Elias hid her away with the local farmhand known as EC. And we saw that here. Sam working alongside the farmhands EC and John. Ooh, just a whole scandal. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. That was the end of that, almost. What a wild time to be alive. Of like, you want love? You're not good enough for my family. We're gonna ship you off to Siberia. Like, that's fine. None of the next gens had ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr. and they finally... Oh, that's who he marries! Eli and her finally married in their 50s. You don't got it. Hold on. We're... Not that. Over here. Patsy, Patricia, Christensen. He got married way after everything, though. Oh, I have to sneeze. No? Maybe? Yep. No, my face. Okay. They got married. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Oh, that's so sweet. He loved her. When Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married, Elias decided Sam should have been a Roottree in the first place. Funny how that works. Even though she was not part of the Clancy Trust, he wanted to include her in family affairs. That was what led to Lauren's initial entry, Sam. Okay. In this page of an additional notes and context from the 1975 10-year-old anniversary re-release of Lauren's diary, it's a companion piece to entry about Sam. Clearly, I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Roottree. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. Had she the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwen never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and her children seem eager to help the family in her own way. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. It has been a long, long time since any real Roottrie was as excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As a bonus, Gwyneth has a green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. Okay, so we got something about Ernie here. What is he? He's a next gen? No, he's a free spirit. Yeah, Ernie. So he's excited about it. Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother. I don't know who Gwyneth is. What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. Yeah. She doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course, but I guess that skips a generation. Oh, so we could say Ernie might have glasses, because we have that picture that we've put. Because if her mom had it, skipped her generation, he could be him with the thick glasses. I don't know the birth order, but I think this is his information. Her children have that covered, so both of them. So, edit. Sister also glasses. Glasses for everybody. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operations would pass to Samantha Roottrie for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money, after all, and was essentially inheriting the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. That's kind of gross. Pop warned us away from the farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor. And I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. They were roommates? What if they're actually... What if he's gay? That's the thing. Because back then, gay was not okay. Not like today. Today it's way more okay, thank God. But you could just be a confirmed bachelor and people would like brush it off, but you could still have your roommate and, you know, if you keep it quiet, nobody's gonna know. Or nobody's gonna care. Just don't talk about it. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either. But even so, she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problem with us next gens, but she has a palpable hatred for the five pieces and Elias and Gwyneth. Okay, there's some issues there. This page of additional notes about her son Clark. Reading this back, I get deja vu. As I write this addendum, Clark's gotten married again. Oh, sorry. No Roottrees ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob and Gwen divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Not even I can blame her for that. I've seen what he gets up to in Starlet. But neither of us took a second husband. With the way the world is moving, I guess it was inevitable someone in this family would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped. More than I can say for Clancy or Edward. So that's saying her brother is Eli C., which we have. Okay, we got that. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. Eli's marriage seemed fine, and Jim's marriage seemed solid as a rock, pun intended. So who knows what caused these things? Oh, I suspect that he's marrying Jane, which we already guessed, to keep her from running out on the band. Without her, he'd be the third wheel, and I imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio. But still, I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation like that can last, and Lord knows I was right last time. Okay, so we have all of that figured out. As he married Danielle, then he married Jane, and then he married Kim. We don't know about the child, though. We don't have any information there. Gosh, we're making such good progress. We still need to figure out a lot of spouses, but I haven't seen anything truly spouse-related for some of these things. But we're getting there. Hi, Ziggy. How was outside? Was it good? Okay. The biggest complaint I got after publishing my diary was how many similar names there are, and I get it, there are 4 Elis for Pete's sake. But that's how it is. Someone would say I saw Eli in town, and I wouldn't know which one they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. And I think we've already, yeah, Uncle Junior, Miracle's Eli, or Eli C. Okay, so we have Uncle, Uncle Junior, Elias C, and then Miracle's Eli. Oh, Ziggy, let's not. No. Okay, no, thank you. I want that. Look at your toy. So we already got all of that, but it does make sense for some of the things we've been seeing with the family names. Our family names were always unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those in the last. Ah. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. So now you see where my pop's name came from. Okay. Doesn't need to be here. This is honestly just a lore and stuff, because this is just kind of more family context than anything else. One thing that's always been consistent for our family, though, if there's anyone, is that anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. Ah. That goes for Miracle, Eli, or even Clancy. With the women, however, it goes out the window. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. Women's names tend to get all mixed up as the generations went on. I guess that's because there's no female equivalent of junior. Okay, so women, you can't know, like, where they're at in the standing, because there's no junior. So if you're reading my diary and confused, you're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for an Edward Clancy Rootree. Huh. Interesting. Kind of a big boo-boo. Apparently this is the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. She knows it was for a school assignment about anger, and she believes, based on the teacher's name, she must have been in the 3rd grade. She doesn't exactly remember the events spelled out here, but she does remember getting in trouble. I got angry when I met a new girl who I did not like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home in town and she hugged him. When I told her he was my Pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, your Pop is my dad. She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not a nice thing, so I pushed her too. Then I got in trouble. Huh. Then Pop took her away. He told me, don't worry. I'm glad she's gone. Interesting. Is that like a relative that they've maybe pruned? Would be my guess. Okay. Back to being overwhelmed with things. I still don't know what the heck he does. I don't know if I've seen it. He's president. Oh man. There's a Gwendolyn and a Caroline. We don't know. Oh wait, one of them. Oh, but I don't have pictures. Ooh. Oof, oof, oof. Guy. Caroline, Gwyneth M. Oh, this. Oh, we can assume this is the daughter because they have the thick glasses. Oh, hold on. What she does, I don't know. But she'd probably have a Madsen name. So she's probably Gwyneth. And then Nicole, probably her. And then this is Debbie. Okay. And then Nicole would be this. Oh, maybe not, because we have a picture. Oh, maybe they're backwards. They're backwards. Because we have a picture for Nicole, or for Debbie, excuse me. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. And this will be Nicole. This one. And this is probably a student. And then this will be... Oops, no. 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 Madsen Ernest Jr., 4th president. I did it. Nice. Cool. Okay, so then this, we don't know what her occupation is. At this point, add in Gwyneth. That, who's the one that they said has a green thumb? Oh, was it under? Gwyneth has the green thumb of her grandmother and her adopted grandfather. Oh, so maybe she's a gardener. What? That's not... What? Wait. Cheer CEO. Doctor, driver, farmer. News anchor. Maybe not. Only thing I would think would be farmer. But that doesn't seem correct. Okay. Dang. Oh, and he's... Okay, cool. So we got that one. We don't know what she does, though. All starting to come together. Then, yeah, we can assume these guys go here. And then that's probably those two women here. This one looks older. Might be rude, but it's the truth. I feel like we just can't find anything about the women. Oh. Oh, this is Brian Jones. This is gonna be Stephanie. Landon was her original name. And she's a politician. Okay, and then Brian's this guy. Okay, And then her mom is probably the CM. I do M. Would that be better? Well, okay. Unless... Oh, I need to switch the names. So... You need to be Caroline. And then you are Gwendolyn. And then you probably had kids, right? That. Hold on, I gotta review some notes. Okay, that's not Stephanie. Here we go. DM, Caroline Morden. Local office, Stephanie Jones. Born Stephanie Landon until her marriage to Brian Jones. Okay. She's an artist. Oh, wow, we're cruising. Nice. Okay. Oh, we get more. Hello.
On the phone, I said I owed you an explanation, but I can't reveal everything. Not yet. I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake, so I'll try to explain why. It's true, I'm working with lawyers, but not the candy company lawyers. My publisher's lawyers.
Oh, are you about to expose the Roottrees?
I'm on the verge of releasing a book, and it's not kind to the Roottrees. Especially Elias and the Five Pieces. The truth often isn't.
Good.
But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy. So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story. If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That said, I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me. To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in.
Okay.
Also, there are fewer Roottrees left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination.
Already way ahead of you.
It's also harder to verify when you're right.
Uh,
You'll need 4 blood relatives before they lock from here on out.
Oh no.
I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake. You're getting closer and closer to the truth. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay. Oh, why does that stick out like that? Oh man. Did we get a new evidence? Oh, it's this. Next time they returned, they gave you a partial explanation. They hired you to help verify their personal account of the family's history. All that's left to do is finish the family tree and find what's locked in the locked space, which they said was personal to them. Okay. Oh, we're making such progress, you guys. Okay, so we need to know who she married. I wonder if now that we've got the Butler Times, if we can start looking up some people that we're missing info on, because maybe we'll get spouse names. Because, like, if it's a guy that married a female, we have no idea what her name was, because she takes on the last name, and then the kids get the last name. If it's a girl, though, that's a lot easier, because then we can be like, okay, well, this one's a bad example because we're not there yet. But if we figured out who their kid was, we'd be able to say, okay, with that last name, your last name is this. She was a Landon, so let's look up a Landon. So Mark Landon probably is her dad. We don't know who this is. And then, yeah, I don't think we have... Oh. No, everything else is all female. Vicky, are you having a good day? Are you playing? I do want to look up Elias C. Roottrees on here. Elias C. Roottrees. Not there. My keyboard suddenly is like, I'm dying. Yeah, what is his frickin'... What else can we look for in the Times? We could look up her mother, Caroline Morden. Ooh, here we go. Here we go, Ziki. Find a cover story about a local art installation, including one by Caroline Morden. There isn't much about Caroline as a person. This is mostly a listing of art in the Butler County. She seems to get top billing. Accompanying the story, there's an image of Caroline standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. It's captioned, Caroline standing next to her sculpture, Atlas Burden. The sculpture is one of many works featured in upcoming books. Highlight that. And according to a quote further down, Atlas Burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. Oh, okay. We have a new book to read. Oh my gosh. She's so cool. Hey, can you not? Get your toy. Go get your toy, little Miss Thing. So this is her. Oh, their hair's gorgeous. We need the book. Oh, really? Oh, really? Not this. Need this. What's her name? Caroline Madden? Oh, Ziggy. Morden. No, that's my whole hand. Okay. Dedicated to Eloise. Oh, that's probably her partner then. Eloise. Just Eloise. Ow, that's my hand. Ow. Mostly black and white pictures of Caroline's art. The centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits at different ages. Oh. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. No looky. No thank you. In the intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on their dreams to settle for boring men. No thank you. Go get your toy. Go get your toy. She especially disliked her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls complete bogus. Oh, okay, so we have a Dr. Wilson. We'll have to organize this a little bit. So her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up their dreams to settle for boring men. Oh, we're having big fussy time. Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Their marriages led her to double down her passions of art and environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. Excuse you. Ziggy. Oh no. Well, lay down. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees Company's effect on the local environment and proves how she was not able to convince her father, Zach, to make changes to policy. She also explains that her marriage to Mark... I think we already did. No, we do know she settles for Mark. She settles for someone boring. She doesn't like her brother-in-law, so this will be Wilson. Wilson! Oh, but is it... Oh gosh, they got a lot of kids. But we don't know which Wilson. It could be a Jason, Steven, or Zach. But they do have a gem. Let's look up Dr. Wilson. See if that gives us anything. Ooh, my mouse having a moment. Dr. Steven Wilson Oops, that's not an S. That's him. He's a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh. Although there are not a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons, this one apparently found a way to game the search results, and he pops up every time. His website claims that he is the pediatrician to the stars. The only evidence for this is that he apparently was the doctor to the Roottrees sisters. You were married into it, come on. There's a picture of him on his website as well as a picture of his 3 children. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photos have been added to your evidence. There's also a quote that, although credited to his child Jason, you suspect might not be written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world. He treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your child like he would treat my big brother or my sister. Okay, so he's got child Jason. So, based on that, we get some new portraits. Wow, we're doing good today. Cute. Did we get pictures of... Yeah, there they are. They look thrilled. Okay. So this is Jason. And these are the other 2. So we can use process of elimination. Scummy boy. Big brother. Him. Her. Him. So this is Jason. This is a Wilson Gem. This is a Wilson Zach. And he looks like he's college, maybe? And she looks like she's K-12, like she's younger. Okay. So if we have one more person that we feel really confident about, and it doesn't lock, that means that there's something wrong with the 3 kids. Okay. Can we look up Gwendolyn Morden? Maybe we can go back to the County Times. How do you spell her name? Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn? How do we spell it? Gwendoline. Yeah, that's how you'd spell it. See if she comes up at all in just a basic search. Oops, it helps if I spell it correctly. Nope, okay. And we assume that she's a housewife. Oh! Okay. Nice. Lots of optional entries. Great. Okay, wow. For the side that had like nothing going on, we're really starting to pick it up. So I wonder then if she's complaining about her settling for boring man, maybe she also was a housewife? But we don't know who they married. And then Gwyneth, she was a farmer. Okay. 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 Who do you marry though? Who's your boo thing? Oh my gosh, there's still so many. I still have no idea who this is. Do we have that picture? Let's go back to that picture. This one. Bonnie and ex-president Guy, Ernie Jr., Caroline Gwyneth M. Are they not in this picture? The only ones that aren't locked in are these 2. So this is, let's go around the bend. Eli M is here. That's Eli, that's Miracle's Eli. Carl is him. Clark. Oh. Is Clark... Do we have him as one of those pictures? We do. It's just the wrong one. That's him. This is him. That's probably what it was. Okay. Jim is... We're assuming this one. Miracle Jr. Gwendolyn was one of the girls. So Caroline, Gwyneth, Gwendolyn. So Caroline, Gwyneth, Gwendolyn, however that shakes out. Ernie Jr. is him. Guy, Bonnie. So we have everyone but November in this picture. And we don't know where she... Oh, wait. If she's a part of this generation, is this November? Like, she was just super, super young? She's a Roottrees. She's a student? I don't know. Because she would fall in line... As we're seeing this generation in that photo, minus these boys, with them. Because he was so much younger. So maybe? The other option is she's the kid of, like, this guy. Who's she standing with? Oops. She's just standing there. She's not like with somebody. Okay. Dang. We've got a lot of these figured out. Okay. Wow, we're making great progress. So, in the mailer, I kind of feel like we've got everything off here. It says there's 5 more things. I don't know what it would be. Let's look up... Oops. Maybe we'll look up Carl Roottrees. Carl is mentioned. Plane crash. Brenda. Oh. Ernie, when Carl took over, 5th president. Ernie Jr. liked to stay out of the spotlight, never appeared. What about, what was I thinking? What about November? Roottrees. Nothing relevant was found. Huh. Want to know about you. What do we have? I feel like I need to start going back through and... Okay, so child Jason, that's done. Brother, sister. Pediatrician to the stars. Settle for boring men. This one will keep. Brother-in-law Dr. Wilson, he's locked in. We looked up her book. She's a local artist. Got... Ooh, come on, mouse. Stephanie grew up in a home without a father, and we did her already. Yeah, she's all done. Born Stephanie Landon. Yep. Look that up. November is not her potential child. This one will have to be moved. Local office Stephanie Jones. Okay. So this... God, it's like he's like being an absolute pig behind me trying to get into her snuffle toy. We can delete this one. Oops, not what I wanted. Delete page. So that's done. 5 pieces. I wonder if this is calling to why Sam hates them. Like, what is this about? Like, were there more pieces? Maybe. Oh, we did get the Patsy. The farm. This one I don't think we have anything yet. Sam is the black-haired girl. Sam is an obscure relative. That we got. Complicated. Sam working alongside the farmhands. This we got. This we got. All three are on the books. Which is, she's a farmer. Illegitimate daughter, which we got. Sam and her children weren't meant to receive it. I don't think we need that. Get her away with EC. EC in person, Pop transferred to him as confirmed bachelor. Palpable hatred for the 5 pieces and alliance. Okay. That I think is good. James had a young daughter. Which we don't. My only thought would be her, but I don't think they would create a mixed child like that. Just guessing. Angelica's got twins, which are these two. So we figured that out. Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottrees at the time, which we got. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver. Nobody was arrested. Ernie Madison stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now it's just Carl. Because that's just saying we get all the presidents. 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 5th. Yeah, we got all the presidents in. Okay. And then we got this. Got the order of the presidents. Bonnie, next president. We did all of these guys. They're all figured out. Guy Hudson's first. Ernie and I had to stay strong. Okay, that was for this here. All aspire to be musicians, artists, and dancers. So, ooh, what if we haven't had a dancer yet? What if she's a dancer? Just for fun, put it down. Because we've got artist, farmer, musician. Yeah, we got some stuff. We're putting it there for now. It's a tentative. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and the children seem eager to help the family in their own way. Okay, so that's just more about Ernie. Gwyneth has a green thumb, which we got. She's a farmer. Doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did. Okay, but then the kids have glasses. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of notes that we could knock out. Miracle's youngest is an Eli, which we've got. Lauren's brother is an Eli, which we also have. She's the first Roottrees woman to be anything other than a housewife, and I am jealous. So that was saying Gwen is the actress. She's the first one in this generation to not just be a housewife. Because they've got the freedom. So we've got that. Got that. Swashbuckle My Heart, we did look up. Married names. Zach, not a bad president. Sister seems to be doing a good job raising their twins. We got that. And then Angie is older than Zach. Okay. Wow, we really have been like cruising through some of these. There's some stuff with this. Generation to honor those in the last. Anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. Women's names tend to get all mixed up. Had to break the news. I got my father's name backwards. Your pop is my dad. Deeper mystery. Because this seems a little suspicious. Oh, Gwendolyn and Kasubani. Oh, yeah, they gave up their dream. So, yeah, they are housewives. She's not a dancer. She could have been, but then she decided not to. No, too many. we can move this to 3 spirits, and then she's a next gen of some sort, but I don't get how. Oh, did that save it? It did. Okay. Okay. It still has a ton of stuff in it. What if we looked up... Now that we've got the Butler Times, what if we look up Jim Roottrees? Ah. Left Butler County by the time Jim and Diamond gained notoriety. Only article came out right as rolling on down the city of Sidon's Peak. Much article other than what we already know, but it does mention that at the time Jim and Diamond had a 2-year-old daughter named Candy. Oh. Did not seem thrilled to report the fact, called it a bit too on the nose. Yeah, I kind of said that too, of like, really? Maybe I should have a kids page. Where did that go? What are the kids? The kids. Do it for the kids. Okay. So here, she'd probably be the firstborn then. How many other Roottrees do we have? We've got a couple. Jack, Christina, Tessa, Wolf. And then there's one Monroe. We can assume that's probably somebody's wife. Okay. Dang, how do we move forward? Let's look up Ronald Roottree. Just kind of go through it. Okay, what about Robert? Chris Rafferty, maybe? I don't know what y'all want from me, game. There's just so many. There's still so many names that we haven't placed. Larich. Is there anybody that... Ooh, there's some Davids. Okay. Because my thought is here, if we could figure out the last name. Because there's a Kellogg... Bethany Davids. But like... If over here it was Kellogg, it was David the Third, and then they had another David the Fourth, then a Bethany, right? Because there's nowhere else that has 2 potential males. Because you wouldn't name your firstborn David the Third and then your secondborn David the Fourth. But you wouldn't do that. So that would make the most sense of those being over there. If they're in the right order, I don't know. And we don't have any information on it. Maybe we should look up Kellogg? David Kellogg, maybe? See if anything comes up. Okay. That helps if I spell it. O-G-G. No. Who are these people? Okay. Gosh, and it takes 4 to lock in. Chris Rafferty. Did I misspell his name? AFF E-R-T-Y. Nope, that's correct. What do we... Uh-oh, we're back to needing to look through evidence again. Names. Yeah. Okay, that we got. Clark. Okay. Clark got married. I really need to know what he does. Because I don't think these go down. I don't... I don't remember seeing anything about him. Yeah, we have author, professor, lawyer, doctor, for all I know. I really can't find anything about an Elias C. Wife. Yeah. Oh. Hey, wait a second. There's a book by Bess Williams. Search that. Okay, I totally missed this. Family Man, The Roottrees Legacy by Bess Williams. This will probably give us a good thing. Fix this. A little cleanup. Bess Williams. An old book about Elias Roottrees. There's no downloadable version available. Oh, man. But I want it. Well, that sucks. I want to know about Eli C. That's frustrating. Okay, so nothing in that. Some of these I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what anything. We did those. Newspaper. We looked at the art and beauty of women. Maybe there's something more about that. Go back to the library. This one. Oh, maybe that's it. What else? Dang, I'm kind of stuck. Can't think what else would come from that. Or this. Yeah, because it's just basically we got the MMM. Wow, I like don't know how to move forward. We were cranking for a second there. Oops, sorry. Oh. Yeah, Lauren Rafferty, but blah, blah, blah. Poor young widow, blah blah blah. Because we looked up the life between wars. That's how we got and swashbuckle. God, there's just so many things. Let's go. What did it say? Life between wars, and then also what was the other one? Romance in court. Copy that. Because you never know. Maybe we'll get something. Romance novel about the author. Blair mentioned she had inspirations from one of her brother Clancy's lectures in the Middle Ages. And then it was what? Court gesture? Okay. What was it? Yeah, it's Court Jester. Oh, it's a series. That's why. What if we type up Court Jester? Lauren Roottrees, first and most famous series by the same narrator. Okay. So it didn't really have a lot. It's bothering me that we still don't know him. What about Clark Rafferty? Should we look up Clark? No. Oh my gosh. Gwyneth Madsen, we looked up, but got nothing. Maybe we should look up Guy Hudson. Ah. They don't archive their obituaries. They did a front page story about Guy Hudson and his wife Patricia dying in a car accident. Okay, so we have a Patricia. It's too dang bad. The story itself is surprisingly light on relevant details due to the recency of the activity. Police reported on the crash was caused by an unidentified driver who swerved in front of the Hudson's car, causing them to brake hard and veer off the interstate. Although Guy was a somewhat controversial president, foul play is not suspected. There were witnesses who reported that the vehicle which instigated the wreck was speeding, swerving between lanes, cutting off other drivers as well for at least 5 or 6 minutes before the tragic accident. One witness says it could have been any one of us who eventually ran off the road. The aggressor fled after the accident. Police have few leads other than the make and model. Guy has been president of the Roottrees company for only 4 years, though an undoubtedly volatile period of the company's history. He and his wife had no children. Okay. What if we look up Bonnie Hudson now? Okay. Nothing for that. What about Zachariah Morden? Zachariah Morden. He should be... Can I not spell it? Zachariah Morden. Yeah, so he's not showing up in there either. Would he be... Business Watch? Ah, small blurb about Zach Morden, son of James and Gwyneth Morden, grandson of Elias Roottrees. Elias entrusted me with carrying his legacy, and that's what I plan to do. That didn't give me anything. Okay. Erg. Yeah, I'm like grasping at straws because I can't find. If I could find this, that I feel like would make my life a little nicer. Oops, that's fine. James Roottrees spider search. Are we sure about this? Here's my... Did I not look up just a James? Singer. According to many sources, one hit wonder, roll down, da da la la. Writes majority of songs, plays the guitars, also sings. Never has another hit. Uh-huh. Are they wanting me to look up these? The other thing would be Diamond Dazzlers. Would be my other thought. Oops. Okay. Let's do a copy. Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought I looked up Diamond Dazzlers though. Maybe I just didn't spell it right. Name of the official fan club for Jim and Diamond. So we can delete these. And this leads to nothing. Name of the official fan club for Jim and Diamond. You find a forum post called Cool Things You Got into the Mail on a random forum about video games. One reply mentions that Jim and Diamond still send out a Christmas card every year to Diamond's Dazzlers. It's accompanied by some pictures as well as some history about the fan club. Apparently, even though it's no longer available to join, Dim and Diamond still honor it themselves personally. There's a fierce debate in the subsequent post about whether that's cool or pathetic. Amongst the pictures of Christmas cards from over the years, only one is relevant. The card from 1996 include pictures of Jim and Diamond's young son, Wolf, as well as a note about his daughter's band, the Floozies. And I just copy. We're gonna do use your highlight. The Floozies. An all-female punk band operating out of New York City. They're mentioned in passing in an online review from earlier this year. Apparently they were the opening act for the band the reviewer actually came to see. The review writes that she normally doesn't review the opening act, but this one was unusual, and not because the music where she described loud, fast, and repetitive, but not in a good way. The trio was extremely cagey about their identities. They were, oh, is it a Roottrees family band again with like their cousins? The reviewer asked the venue who they were, and she was told they were rumored to be the children of another famous musician and didn't want that to be why they became popular. The reviewer also mentioned that an underground and unknown band was absolutely no following. Their equipment was all extremely expensive, and not only were they selling CDs, but only at the cost of $1. They're probably losing a fortune. The reviewer also said although she bought a copy, she would be unlikely to ever listen to any of it again, except maybe Baby Beef, the 7th track. Ooh. That a highlight? No picture of the Floozies performing live, but the cover of the CD they were selling has been added to my evidence. Okay. So let's look up Beef Baby. I think I said Baby Beef. The weirdo. Song of the Floozies. Can't actually find anything else about it anywhere. Could be a euphemism about a newborn calf. Perhaps the Floozies are holding a grudge against a toddler. And then Conquistador. Conquistador. Okay, so it's just that. Okay, so we got those. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so this is Wolf. Listening to his parents' latest music. Okay, that's also so cute that they keep doing music. Guitar, vocalist Candy, bass Nikki, drums Nina. So we can maybe assume that Nikki and Nina are their cousins. But Candy, you are Wolf. You're probably a student. Whereas you are a musician. Ooh, the jazz is jazzing. Okay. Because we could... Well, no, because the names would be weird. We can maybe assume that there's a Nikki and Nina over here. Do we have a Nikki or a Nina? We do not. Okay. So those are not people in this family tree. Okay. That didn't... We're gonna have to use some ducks. Actors in brother trouble. Oh, okay. I thought I did some of these things, but maybe I was just going so fast. I just overlooked things. Okay. Oh, this is also somebody in our somebody in our name list. Showrunner was Ron. Okay, let's look up Penelope Tessa Green. Here we go. Tired comedian. Built for a Laugh Lounge Club in Reno, claims Penelope got her stand-up start first at her famous raunchy breast milk cheese routine. Ew. I don't want to look that up. I really don't want to be a part of that. Site claims she retired from the birth of her first child, but still makes yearly appearances for fundraisers doing more family-friendly material. You'll find a picture labeled Joko Lantern, as well as a different picture labeled Jack wearing one of his mother's charity sets. Hello. Oh, look at this. So this is Jack Tessa Green, potentially? Okay. So where do you go? Would we assume it's this? Because they met on the set? Because yeah, there's no kids that have an additional photo. Maybe that's... Maybe this is Tessa. Her, and then Jack. They would be Roottrees. And then... Oh, maybe Tessa's the baby. Your occupation is baby. Then you're a student. Oh, we've done it. Yes. Thank God for hints. Cool. I was right about that. Okay. Nice. Nice. Please, lady, come back. So this might be... There's no other Roottrie names, though, right? There's a Christina. Maybe you're Christina Roottrie. But Tessa would be cute, because it would call on your mom. I'm leaving that there. Probably wrong. Okay. Then you're the Kellogg's. Gosh, yeah, we're at that point where, like, It's the littlest detail, and if you missed it, you missed it. And what's frustrating is I like that they do this to at least allow for you to be like, okay, here's what I need to look up. But if you've looked it up in an article or like online, there's nothing to help kind of guide you back to it. It's in the history, but that's about it. Several people related to the campaign mailer. Have you looked into all of them? I thought I did. You want me, because I finished that line. I looked her up. Don't mind me. We have Stephanie. Oh my god. I can't word. Stephanie Jones. Candidate. Yeah, so maybe we do need to go to the County Times. And what's Ryan Jones? Advertisements over the years, well, small article. Jones Graphic and Print. Article is a piece about Brian Jones taking over his family print company after 20 years. And now the shop my whole life. Father taught me everything there is to know when it comes to getting the job done right. Use through the coupon page a few times a year. New client, one of the regulars. Oh god, I can't type Brian Jones. Athlete, no. Yeah. Okay. So that didn't really lead me anywhere. What about Mark Landon? Look at Mark Landon. Maybe more Caroline Morden? I'm not seeing any other names. Ooh, what's this? P-Flag. Parents and friends of lesbians and gays. I copy this and post this. Okay. Caroline Morden. Caroline, science or sculpture. Yeah, I don't know what it wants for that. Oh, his business website? So I was on the right track and then... oh, what do you call it? Jones. Jones Graphic and Print. That's what I need. Gosh, some of these are just like way obscure for me. I wouldn't think about it. Company that, according to its website, has existed in Butler County for some time. Website that seems fancy. It even has frames. Oh, okay, okay. Address, hours, few examples of the clients. Ooh, we can look at the school district. Okay. So we've got the mailers. Roottrees Candy Company. These feel like things to look up if we haven't yet. Like, we'll probably get some stuff about Elias on that. Also do web design. Okay. So let's start. I feel like we've already done some of these. So let's just do Butler County. Which... Local paper. Yeah, so we've already done that one. Miracle Network. Miracle Network, production company run by the Miracle Oh. This is the one we already read about Miracle and how amazing he was. Yeah. Yeah, so we already grabbed that. Roottrees Motors, though. Hit for Roottrees Motors. As a local business, they may be featured other places. Okay, so like in the periodicals. There we go. Roottrees Motors in the paper. It seems Roottrees Motors used to be called Wilkins Motors. But why? Oh, did he marry a Wilkins? Run every week. Change to include a picture. Okay. I'll bet you he married a Wilkins. Roottrees Motors may have a new name, but we promise we're still the same family business. And that difference is that we've joined a sweeter family. That's cute. Serving Pittsburgh. There's a person. Tessa Roottrees, our newest fixer, learned all there is to know about cars from her Roottrees Motor parents. Oh, that's who Tessa is. Oh, okay, so I was wrong about the baby. How cute, though, by the way. Love that. Okay. So, you're a... What is it? Wilkins. Catherine. This is going to be Tessa. You're a mechanic. Nope, that's not an... Just like your daddy. That's so freaking cute. And then you're a Roottrees. You're the last of the Roottrees. You're Christina Roottrees. Okay. Occupation baby. So we've got those. What else did we... What about Butler County School District? Butler County School District. What do you mean? Why not? A school district? That doesn't seem right, but that's fine. Butler Summer Theater. Performs plays and musicals during the summer. Makes sense. As is not summer currently, website has a thank you message. List the credentials of musicals. Below cast, it lists the crew. 2 things stand out. Posters and additional set design elements by Joan Graphic. Choreography by November Studios. November's a dancer! Hardly any other information. Okay, so you're dancer. I'm still assuming this is where she goes. I literally can't think of anywhere else. Maybe somewhere here. Well, no, that one I've already kind of ruled out. This one, I have no idea who this is. But that makes more sense. But the thing is, if this is a mixed person, I don't know if that's like with the times, you know? Like it would make more sense for her to go over here. But she shouldn't be in the picture with her mom. That wouldn't make sense. Crazy, just wild. Okay. Can I go back? Then I want to see the Butler County School District. That feels important. Oh, helps if I can spell. Oh, what do you mean? Did that. Did that. Did that. Got that. Got that. We'll leave that for now. It's not locked in yet. I think we got her, right? Yeah, retired comedian. Dustin Christopher Baker. Let's look that up. Oh. Christopher Baker. Often abbreviated DCB by his teenage fans. Refused straight to VHS. Jane Eyre. Okay, not associated with the Roottrees, so we can delete that. I don't really want to look up breast milk cheese, but here we are. Oh, thank God. And then Tommy Mark Sheridan, we've already looked up. Because he married... yeah, he married Rihanna. We don't need that either. And then if we just do Roottree and Candy Company, that's just too much. Roottree founded by blah blah blah. President inputs votes. Okay. That's not gonna get us much more. Go to this. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of done there. We got this. In theory, we have that. This can go with, what was it, next gen? Yeah. Unless maybe, oh, maybe November falls under the free spirits. Maybe that's, well, that is, yeah, she is a free spirit. Okay, yeah, because this is the 5-piece next gen free spirit, so she would fall in this line. Okay, so that has to be where she goes. Did we look up a November root tree? Look. What's the name of her dance studio? November Studios. No mention studios. And this we already did. Okay. This I think we're done with for now. Oh, there's like one for all the things, and I think we have them. What conspiracy site? Huh? Huh? Oh, I remember now. That's right. Gosh, I would have never thought of that. Literally would have never been like, I should Google someone's email, because we had, oh geez, there's some good stuff. We had that conspiracy site that was talking about like how all the root trees were dying. Dang, I would have never. I like this. Blow a bunch of gifts that say under construction. Few art pieces versus painting caption. Me and my is it fiance? Is that what he's trying to say? Oh, he's dumb. There's an odd collage called Cousins, which seems to be made up of 3 scrambled images. The accompanying artist statement says, we had to create a piece of art about our family. I asked many of my extended family are cousins for the pictures as I could, even some I've never met. Only a few of them got back to me, and my teacher said I wasn't allowed to use Raina, Riley, or Rose, so I had to get creative and use only my 3rd cousins. 3rd cousins, Davy, Bethany, and Stephanie. Alright, Chris artwork's up and add to your evidence. Oh. I gotta unscramble things? Self-portrait me of my fiance. Okay, that's cute though. He's an artist. Then she's Lulu. No. Lucia, maybe? Artiste. And then... oh my gosh, guys, we're so close. I still don't know what the heck you do. So then we should have pictures of their cousins. How do I... oh, an app on my oh, here we go. Nope, too many. There we go. Go. Okay. Kind of a fun little way to do this. There's a lie. Whoa, too many lies. Perfect. Okay, so Bethany, maybe her. She's an only child. Rotate. Can you imagine getting pictures from your family and they're this messed up and they're like, okay, here you go. Enjoy doing your assignment. And you're just like, can I have something a little bit better? No, that's all we have. Okay. That's good. Ah. Cool. Oh no. Excuse me, I don't understand. What if I can't do this? It keeps going? Oh my god. Okay, that one's done. We're just gonna have to do it this way. Oops, too far. Goes here. That. Okay. So then we need to put these up top somehow. That looks good. Oh, thank God. I got so scared for a second. I was like, oh no, this is how I die. Okay, perfect. Davy swims for Yukon. Bethany, the yearbook picture, is the youngest. And Stephanie. Okay. Oops, get the picture. She's a middle schooler. Okay. So this is you. This is you. Are you college then? Oh yeah, okay. Ooh. Locked in everyone in the free spirits. Nice. So you're a student, probably. Then Stephanie. And that'll give us information about who your dad is. Okay. And we still don't know some of the wives' names. Would he be an artist or would he be... Probably not an artist because he didn't get locked in. So he's probably just a college student. Right? Yeah, I think college. Oh my goodness gracious. What names? I have Lansing Clara, Lennon Helen, Monroe Joan, Quaritch April, and a Smith Nicole. Oh. How would I know? Yeah, it's mainly just the spouses that are left, and then this guy. I can't figure out what the heck his job is. Then they have alternative pictures, but I don't think I've seen any alternative pictures, which means I'm probably missing something somewhere. Oh, should I look up where he goes to college? UCONN? Davy Kellogg, the 4th. Let's see. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Huskies? No. Oh. Oh yeah, The Art of Rafferty. I was gonna look that up. That was by... who? And that's under Chris Raff. Yeah, and he's a college student. Okay, so let's look in the books. Nothing. Okay. We got the fiance. We got them. Goodness gravy. Because I'm trying to think how we would figure out who these people are. Like, a big part of it is just process of elimination. Because I was like, what if there's somebody's named after somebody else? But that doesn't even seem to be a thing. Everyone's got unique names at this point. Which sucks. Tell me more. Yeah, I did that. Wait, you can find the mention of Eli's occupation in a periodical article about someone closely related to him. Modern Music Monthly, Jim Roottrees. Okay. Okay. Oh, I guess I never looked him up. This seems new. Forrest I've got cutesy family. Yeah, we read this. Oh. So are we saying that his dad did... His dad was in advertising? Totally missed that. Oh, okay. All right, we have one more.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
Okay. Was he... There's a 5-piece. And they raised... Okay. I do want to look up, because I want to fill it out. So I'm going to look up some tips. Okay, so... Oh, okay. So if we go to the periodicals and look up Business Watch for Guy Hudson, a small article about him. Clara. So we can find that Zach's wife is Clara. Clara. And then we have a few more. Oh geez, this one's like a... What? This one's a super obscure one. So under Cherry Tree, the song that her son writes... Oh, we have it, I think. No. We don't? Cherry Tree album. Here we go. Cherry Tree is an album by Jim and Diamond. One song's called Sun. The website you found it on does not have a full version, but you managed to find a short preview of the song's chorus. Lights a spark of light from ever brightly shone, from her starting days imparting wisdom to conquer life unknown. Though someday she'd depart in part, I'd never be alone. In my heart, I'll always be the son of Cherry, I'm guessing? Was her name Cherry? What? Maybe April? Because it's naturey? Oh, Joan. Sorry. Because it rhymes with alone. Though someday she'd depart, in part I'd never be alone. In my heart I'll always be the son of Joan. Okay. Some of these are like, the amount of work that went into tying all of these webs is crazy. I could never get through it without some help. That just unfortunately is not how it would work. Okay. We only have a few names left. We have Helen, April, and Nicole. Only member. Okay, so this is a process of elimination. Wow, they really do rely on you to just like go through. So my thought here is April. April, November. Like that seems cute. Yeah. Cool. That seems correct. And then Miracles branch. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I keep smacking it. Miracles family branch. Here we go. We locked in Miracle, Miracle Jr., and Edith Jacobson as Miracle Jr.'s spouse. We do have that. Oh! Oh, there's something I missed from forever ago. Where is it? Right here. His wife, Nicole. We can assume that's her. And then here, we have one last female. Dang. I still need to know, though, the Hudson alternative photos. Okay, so someone's saying go back to this and do more of that. Oh, boys and oh. This. Oops, maybe don't spell things? Maybe? That's where it is. Gosh. Oh my gosh, look at how cute! Wow, I would have never got that. Okay, so we have all that. We have all of those. It is now dumping rain outside. Okay, so this is where we're gonna go back and review something. Okay, let's delete a couple things. Let's make this a little simpler for our little tiny wee baby brains. This we don't care about anymore. This we don't care about anymore. This we don't care about anymore. No. James had a daughter. Oops. We don't care. Okay, don't care about this. Don't care about this. Honestly, delete page. Delete it. It's gone. Delete it. Delete it. This can also be deleted. Okay, so the only thing now, we have EC. So Anderson was originally Gwyneth's family Maple Farm. Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Who Sam was, Push-Up me, said it was complicated. Clancy Swartz saw Sam working alongside the farmhand EC and John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Elias hid her away, a local farmhand known as EC. EC in person, but Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor because he's a guy. I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Sam had just grown up in a house with him and his roommate, John Miller. Oh. No problems with this next gens. EC? Edward Clancy. Oops. With that, so we have a Clancy Edward, but would EC the old Andes have no, not in this, but they said it's not the same as it was. I don't have any pictures. go back through. So there's nobody here. There's only those two. Got those. Got those. Because they're very intentional about who they put in the pictures. Because these guys are back here, but this one's got a... Oh! Did I do it? Oh my god! Cool, so we totally finished up the board. Build the entire family tree correctly. Good. Thank God for the internet. Okay, tell me more.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottrees? And his partner was John Miller?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I needed to hear. I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottrees. Yep, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottrees and John Miller. By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin, Clancy, and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand.
Oop.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable.
People are weird about that stuff.
The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both.
Sweep it under the rug.
They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC.
EC for egg cream.
We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary. Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all, but there he is in the background. The 6th 5-piece.
That's
Patsy
hilarious.
returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy. Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father.
Oh, sorry.
At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president. But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy. A real Roottrees. He nearly ruined the company.
Yeah, he did.
When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36.
What?
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point.
What a horrible family to be like, this is our money. You're not actually part of this. Like, I don't think so. You're illegitimate. That's bullshit.
Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry.
Are there other Roottrees that they don't know about?
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock. That sounded familiar. The Clancid Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future.
What an interesting thing of setting a document for a very specific time with a very specific mindset.
His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart. My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as.
Yeah, obviously.
And that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else. The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money. The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight. Thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light. And when it does, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning, set for life.
Nice.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from
They
thin
just
air.
might.
This is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
Could you imagine, like, hundreds of people suddenly appear, and it's like, oh, this is a messy family. Because why wouldn't they be? Like, they try to be this pious, wonderful. Like, those people always tend to have some dirty laundry. Interesting. Rolling on down to Sam. Sam Madden's book was published. It received mixed reviews. That's fine. Life went on, and a new president took over the company. The Roottree family faded from the news cycle. And then everything changed. There's another mystery to solve. Roottree Mania is now unlocked as a new game. Oh my gosh. I'm a secret Roottree. Ah. Okay, we won't get into it. I do want to, like... I want to get into it, though. But we shouldn't. Oh, that'll have to be next time when we get into this. I'm gonna take a break from this. Oh my god, it was so good. This was fun. It was so much fun. I loved this. It definitely... There were some leaps I didn't see, obviously. Had to use a couple hints there towards the end. But initially, once you like get it going and you get it rolling, so cool. What a fun concept. I do want to do the bonus content. That'll just have to be later. My husband and I are going out of town here soon, and then school's starting again next week, so that schedule's gonna be a little crazy. But we'll try to make this maybe next weekend. We can do something fun with this. That might be how we end it, because I mean, it shouldn't be as big as the main game, right? Right? But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everyone that's tuned in. This has been a wonderful time. I really can't stress enough how great this game is. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!